thank you to Bovill Newgate for sponsoring and supporting the competition and helping us really amplify the voices of women in the industry. I think it's been just so much more than we thought it was going to be. So it's just been absolutely brilliant. And obviously the timing was really difficult for when we should do this ceremony to try to cover the huge range of countries that we had participating, and I'll share a bit more of that with you. But hopefully everyone's got a coffee or a champagne, depending on what time of day that they are in, and we can get underway. So firstly, just a little bit of a recap. I'm sure, hopefully, you're all pretty familiar with Risky Women, but I just wanted to share a little bit on the network. And this year we celebrate 10 years since the network was founded in 2014. And some of you, I think, have been with us most that way. Certainly Amina, I think, was at one of our first events in Sydney and now one of our fabulous judges. So we remain focused on connecting, celebrating and championing women in risk regulation and compliance. We're also covering ethics and the broader other areas of GRC. We run events. In most centres, we host a podcast, Risky Women Radio, showcasing the careers of women in the industry and bringing a female perspective and opinion on a range of risk and compliance topics, which also Risky Women Right aims to do as well. We also have our Women to Watch list so that we can ensure the incredible talent in the industry is exposed and revealed, and we can gain more profile speaking spots and stop making sure there's any manels at key conferences. But it doesn't stop there. We've also been busy adding even more activities to our repertoire. So we added our Rev Up sessions that we hold most months, and that gives our members the ability to build on what I would say are their already amazing superpowers with skills and knowledge. And the Rev Ups this year have all kind of led into this writing competition and session, with many focused on communication skills. So we had media training with Chris Dobson. We did voice and gravitas, which hopefully I am using today, with the amazing David Pope. We did effective storytelling for business with Sondari. We had how to write a book with Jennifer Geary, and we did the frame model with one of our judges, Nicole Rose, amongst other sessions that we also ran. So watch out for the new program for 2025, and make sure that you sign up for our Raw newsletter. It will make sure that you don't miss anything that's going on, and also give you more details on how to become a member. So please also, another ask, can you follow us on all of our social channels? So Instagram, Facebook, and join the LinkedIn group, which I'm sure most of you are already in as well. And obviously that's where we're going to make a noise even further about our winners. So, as I said, we want to continue to amplify the voice of women in the industry and champion our thought leadership capability. So in partnership with Bovill Newgate, this is the first Risky Women Right competition that we run, and we've got the cash prizes sponsored by Bovill Newgate. So first prize, US $500, second $300, and third $200. So I think that's a nice kickoff and hopefully reward for the winners that we have. So all entries were also given annual membership to Risky Women as just a small thank you for your time and participation in the competition. And sort of a bit about why we launched the competition was really based on some of the statistics that I was seeing. Mostly, I was looking at the Women in Media Gender Scorecard, and we saw that women are severely underrepresented in terms of media coverage as both sources and experts in their field. So women were only accounting for 43% of bylines written by experts, and men were featured disproportionately at 70% of quoted sources and 65% of experts. So we wanted to do our part to address this imbalance and showcase some of the hot topics and demonstrate your knowledge on the risk and compliance arena. And I think we've definitely achieved that. So we had 46 entries, which was well over what we thought we would achieve, and well over the work I think I thought that the judges, or I told that the judges were going to have to do. So it was brilliant, but certainly we got a lot more entries than we thought. And it was across 13 different countries, which really created a diverse range of topics and perspectives, which was just brilliant. So you can see here we had a very strong representation from the UK with 17 entries, and Australia as well was up there. So I think our judges did a good job at advocating for the countries where a lot of them were based and encouraging people to enter. So Australia with 9, the US with 8, and also great to have entries from Hong Kong, from Switzerland, Bermuda, Canada, France, India, Spain, Singapore, the UAE, and the Virgin Islands. So absolutely brilliant. And the mix of business types was also great. We had writers from consulting, from financial services, regulators, reg tech, cybersecurity, and so many more. So really, really good diversity. And we were also treated to a wonderful range of topics, from diversity, equity, and inclusion to leadership, compliance and policy, GRC, and of course, what conversation would not go past without AI and data. So I think I can speak for all of the judges in saying that we really enjoyed reading each and every one. So also our judges. Before I hand over to Rebecca Thorpe, who is the Global Head of Regulatory Consulting of Bovill Newgate, to share the winners, I want to say a huge thank you to the judges. And as I said, it was a lot more work than I think I had promised them in the beginning. And I think, as you'll see, they are an amazing group of industry leaders and have dedicated their time and really, carved out time in their busy schedules to bring their knowledge and give thought to ensure that we had a successful competition and a successful result. So thank you all to Carol Beaumier from Protivity, Lucy Powerman from Wells Fargo, Gloria Yoon from National Australia Bank, Nicole Rose from Untold Compliance, and Amina, thank you, I've already said, from Crown Resorts Australia. So a quick recap before we get into the winners on the points that we scored on. So each judge could award 15 points. So we had a total of 7 judges, which means that the maximum points scored could be 105 points. Importantly, all of the entries were judged anonymously. So all of the judges were given the articles without name, without company, without location. They had no background. They just had the article to read. So we awarded points on 4 criteria: originality. So did the article explore a new topic or a new angle on an existing one? Did the writer introduce a new solution? Secondly, understanding. So it was the aim to show that you demonstrated an understanding of the underlying issue, describing the GRC concepts where relevant. And I think we saw a very good understanding from everyone who contributed. Accessibility and reader engagement. So articles needed to be drafted with the general audience in mind. They should avoid jargon, unnecessarily complex language, and clearly explain any concepts that are relevant. Articles should also be engaging to read, and in the article should be well written and grammatically correct. And then finally, a compelling argument. Arguments should be persuasive and bold, and they should take a clear stance on the chosen issue and demonstrate a strong rationale for their argument. So now the winners. We are going to start with some honourable mentions, and I'm going to hand over to Rebecca, and then we're going to move from 3 to 1. So welcome, Rebecca.
Thank you, Kimberly, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. What a delight to have such a broad range of ladies on the call today. And I think I speak for all the judges when I say it was such a privilege and such a joy to read all of the articles, all of the entries. There was such a diversity of topics, the expertise shone through. I hadn't quite expected to enjoy the judging part of this quite so much. So thank you to everybody. Now, what we've all been waiting for, we will announce the winners. Before we do, as Kimberly mentioned, some honourable mentions. So actually, it was a very hard job. There is a clear standout winner, but it was a very hard job judging. So a few mentions before we get into the top three. Michelle Lim from Reserve Bank of Australia. I'll let you read the title of the individual entries here. Also, special honourable mention for Tracy Moore from Fenago, USA. Melissa Manaville from DeVille and Associates, USA. Also, Tosin Umakoro from Striker in the UK. And Tina Chugani from Proxys LLC in UAE. Thank you for all those great entries. It was a really hard choice. And if we could have given out more competition winners, then we would have done. So maybe that's a lesson learned for next time. Okay, on to the main event. We will now announce in reverse order.
Number 3.
So in third place with 91 points, Kim Chandler, with her article on risk compliance and the fight against technology facilitated domestic violence. A critical intersection. Sorry, that didn't roll off the tongue, but it was an excellent article. Well done, Kim. Well done for your third place.
And you can see we've put some of the comments from some of the judges there as well. But yeah, a really, really interesting article, Kim. And as you can see there, response being totally new topic, with little or no awareness, and a really bold choice of article. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that one.
Very good. And in second place, Elaine Mullen from B2B Tech Marketing Leader at Correlytics, on the subject of GRC through the lens of pop culture, lessons from Hollywood and beyond. A great article, really giving an interesting angle on GRC. So as Kimberly said, there's some of the comments from the judges here, just to give a little bit of an insight into the interesting angles on this topic. It was
it was a good one on originality and making it accessible to, I think, a wider audience here was really, really clever, bringing together the kind of movies and how they related. And drum roll. The winner is
Ria Sharma from Australia. Well done. I think a unanimous decision from the judges on this one. A really bold choice of article about offshoring GRC, really nice storytelling element. As it says here, this article had it all. Very powerful, very well written, a pleasure to read, but also at the same time tackling an uncomfortable subject. So well done, Ria. I think all the judges agreed that this was a standout in the competition and a well-deserved first place.
Yeah, really, really strong. I think to me it was really speaking truth to power, which you can probably now see. That was probably my comment. And I've actually mentioned this one to, a few large banks and other organizations that I deal with, saying it's really interesting and I'd love to sort of get their opinion and perspective on things that they maybe do in this space that help the development and help the career paths of those individuals. But I think as we try, we'll publish all of the articles, of course, on our own site. We've got Bovill Newgate helping promote them. We'll also Protivity are hoping to share through some of their channels, and we're still speaking to some other organisations. So well done to our 3 winners. Absolutely brilliant. You will see all of this announced on social media as well. So I'd love you all to please make sure that you like it and comment. And we will be in contact with all of the winners, obviously, on how to get your prizes to you, but also just to make sure if there's other ways that we can help promote as well. So once again, a huge thank you to Bovill Newgate for sponsoring. I think it's been a fantastic first kickoff competition. And as I said, in addition to the cash prizes, we will publish all of the articles. Obviously, the winner announcements will start to go out now, and we'll do profiles on all of the individuals. We will also start to do more of the articles in our newsletter, so make sure you signed up for the Raw newsletter on our website, as well as all the social media promotion. And there will be some PR that will go out around this as well. And just remember, join us for where you can. Become a member, come to our events, or even let me know if you'd like to host an event in your centre. Subscribe to the newsletter, listen and like our podcast, join our social channels, and yeah, generally join us to help us connect, celebrate, and champion women in the industry. So thank you all for either getting up early, staying up late, and joining this event. And thank you and congratulations to our winners. It was absolutely fantastic, and I look forward to the 2025 edition of the event. Thank you all, and have a great day.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Thank you.